morning, class.
Good morning,
How
ma'am.
are you, my dear students?
We are doing great, ma'am.
That is good to hear from you. Now, are you ready for today's new lesson?
Excited and ready, ma'am.
Excellent, students, very active. But before we will proceed, may I ask if you still remember the past lesson we have? Yes, Ayesha.
I remember we listened about the story of the monkey and the tortoise. And after listening to it, we do a reporting activity by group with regards to the listened fable and also expresses our individual opinions about the topic.
Brilliant, Ayesha. You're very attentive, I may say, for you've remembered the previous topic. Had you learned about it, students?
Yes, ma'am.
If that's so, may I hear from you the knowledge you've gathered? Okay. I can see that a lot of you want to share their knowledge. Calm down, students, calm down. All of you can speak out. Let us start with Mr. Raval. Yes, stand up, please.
In our past lesson, ma'am, I learned having those proficiency and an equipped capability isn't enough to make you successful all the time. It is about being humble and patient, being fair and collaborative.
Well said, Mr. Raval. I am really glad you've come up with that thought. Let me tell you, having that bad attitude won't make us progressive. We must remain humble and fair at all times. With that, it will make us to be prosperous. Okay? Got it, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It seems that you enjoy and learned in our previous lesson based on your responses. So, let us now proceed to the next part of today's session. Before we will start with the lesson proper, let me ask you about your opinion in this photo. See it in the PowerPoint presentation. What can you see in the picture? Okay, Georgina.
I can see a child holding a plate.
You are right, Georgina. What did the child want? Yes, Reggie.
Maybe the boy is waiting for food to be served.
Bravo to you, Reggie. Who can give another idea? Okay, Laika, please stand up and answer.
I think the child is very hungry because of the expression on her face.
Yes, awesome answer, Laika. He is very hungry. He wants to eat something to become energetic again. So if you are the boy, or if you are that boy, what are you going to do? Clarence.
If I am that boy, I will ask my mom immediately to give me a food.
Can you live without eating? Jancy?
I think we cannot live if we don't eat 3 times a day.
So, if you are alone in life, what are you going to do in order to survive? Kenneth.
Maybe I will work to earn enough money to buy my own food. Example, I will apply a job which is suited for my age, and at the same time, I still continue my studies. I will find some person who needs working student and I will apply scholarship.
Amazing idea, Kenneth. We have to find some initiative in order to survive in this world. We are the driver of our own destiny, so we should guide it in the right direction. Another idea, Andre?
In my own opinion, we should learn to sacrifice to achieve our goals in life in order not to suffer someday. Learn to sacrifice and reap the good flavor on it.
You've got it, Andre. Another hand.
Based on the picture, we should prepare our future by being thrifty because we don't know what will happen in the future. We should save something like money for the future use.
You have a point, Matilda. Saving is the best way to survive if there is unwanted tragedy comes in our life. To move on, let us read the objectives. Please read it, class.
Objectives. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to listen for important points signaled by volume, projection,
Speech, stress, intonation, juncture, and rate of speech. Number 2. Explain how a selection may be influenced by culture, history, environment, or other factors. And number 3. Recall a chosen myth or legend in a series of simple paragraphs.
Can we attain these objectives, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very well. Of course we can. So, for the starting of the lesson, students, ready na? Ready na? Okay, very good. Our lesson for today is all about the story entitled The Ant and the Grasshopper. Are you familiar with the story?
I've heard it before, Ma'am, I guess, but I can't remember what it is all about.
If that's so, let us recall those memories. Listen carefully, class, for we will be having an activity afterward, okay?
Okay, Ma'am,
Let
noted.
us begin. It was a beautiful spring day. A grasshopper was playing in a green grassy field. In that field, he noticed a line of ants marching along, carrying some grains of wheat. The grasshopper asked, "Where are you going with that big load?" Okay, in this paragraph, where did the story happen? Yes, Hannelyn?
In this part of the story, it happens during the spring day.
Yes, very good. What about the characters? Who are they?
The characters I've seen was the ant and the grasshopper.
Yes, again you are right. What would be happen next? Let us now continue. "We are taking these grains to our nest," said the ant. "But it's such a beautiful day. Come and have fun with me," said the grasshopper. Now, students, do you agree with the grasshopper? Yes or no? And why? Anyone in the class? Yes, Patricia?
I can sense laziness the way grasshopper responds to the ants. So for me, it's a no to agree with him.
You have pretty good sense, Patricia. Thank you for that answer. Let's continue with the next part. No, I think you should come work with us. It's going to be a long winter with lots of snow. You had better start storing your food now, replied the ant. Rina, why did ants store more food?
It is because the winter is coming and they will not be able to get some foods at that time. For as it says, there will be a lot of snow.
Nice comprehension, Rina. Okay, let us now proceed to figure out what is next. Why worry about the winter? It's only spring, and there are lots of food everywhere, said the grasshopper. The grasshopper did not listen to Ant. All throughout the spring, the grasshopper did nothing except eat, sleep, and play. He became quite fat. Who can explain the behavior of the grasshopper? Okay, go ahead, Hilya.
The grasshopper is not mindful. He is so competent on what he has today without thinking what's ahead. In short, he has no plans in life.
Oh, I can see that also to Mr. Grasshopper. He didn't mind about the future. I am curious of what will happen to Mr. Grasshopper onwards. Are you excited too, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us now proceed to find out. Then the summer came. Ants were busy collecting food for winter, but the grasshopper did nothing but eat, sleep, and play. He became even fatter. Okay, everyone. Why did the ants work hard in the hot summer day? Yes, Bernadette?
They work hard, ma'am, to secure their needs when the winter comes because it will be hard to live during winter season, for there will be a lot of snow and hard to find food.
Yes, you're right, Bernadette. They are storing food so that they can still have enough food even though it's winter. Alright, let us now continue. Later, autumn came. Ant advised Grasshopper to collect food for winter, but he didn't listen. Winter is not here yet, and when it comes, I am sure I will be able to find some food. Okay, this time. When did the story happen? Yes, Leah.
It mentioned that it is autumn season, Ma'am.
Very good, Leah. What do you think will happen to Grasshopper when winter comes? Yes, Faith?
In my own perspective, Grasshopper may suffer when the winter season comes because he didn't prepare for himself.
Let's see in the next part. A few weeks later, winter came, and the snow began to fall. Just as the ants said, the snow was very deep. Ants were all snug, warm and comfortable in their nest with lots of good food to eat. The grasshopper, however, had trouble finding food. He was very hungry and miserably cold all winter. By the time winter had ended. Now class, how did the grasshopper survive during winter day? Now class, how did the grasshopper survive during the winter day? Okay, go on, Rona.
I can see that Grasshopper barely survived in the winter season. He was very hungry throughout that days and cold, for he didn't prepare for himself, neither a shelter nor food.
Yes, you are right, Rona. Grasshopper lives miserable through the winter season. Are ants willing to help him? Yes, Jenny?
Based on what I've seen and the actions of the ants on the previous part of the story, I can tell that they are willing to help. Actually, they are already helping Grasshopper by advising him what to do for the upcoming winter.
Good thinking, Jenny. You really follow and listen to the story. Brilliant. Now we are near to the end of the story. Are you ready to figure out what is it?
Yes, Mom, we are excited to find out how it ends.
Okay. The grasshopper had learned a valuable lesson. Next spring onward, the grasshopper went out to gather food with the ant. I can surely tell that this is a very great story. Is it, class?
Yes, Mom!
If that's so, what is the lesson you get from it? Yes, Elizabeth.
The lesson I got in the story is that we shouldn't rely on what we have today. We should be also mindful on what tomorrow comes. Prepare for it so that you won't encounter sufferings.
Great, Elizabeth. In order to have a comfortable life, we shouldn't rely on what we have today. Review on what future holds and think of a plan to still be able to live comfortably. Because the resources won't be bountiful without hard work. You got it, class? You got it, class?
Yes, Mom!
Okay, at this point, we'll be having an oral recitation. Please write your name in a 1/8 sheet of paper and roll that paper. And put it in a bowl in front. Got it, class?
Yes, Mom.
The mechanics will be like this. I am going to pick a single piece of paper from the bowl in each question. Don't worry, you can all participate. Are you nervous or excited?
Somewhat nervous and excited, Mom.
Oh, don't worry, students. All the questions are based on the story we read earlier. I am sure you can all answer that excellently, okay?
Yes, Mom!
Now, here are the rubrics for your scoring in this activity. Conciseness, 20%. Delivery, 20%. For the total of 40%. Are you ready, class?
Yes, Mom!
Okay, here's the bowl and I'm going to pick some names. Okay, let us start with... Let us start with... Okay, let us start with Helia. Please stand up. Okay, here is your question. Who is your favorite character in the story?
My favorite character in the story is the ant.
Why do you like him?
I like the ant because he is very helpful, kind, and hardworking. For as I can see throughout the story that he works really hard to store up food and secure their living for the winter season.
Very well said, Hilya. You may now take your seat. Next, let us pick from our bowl. Okay. Whose name is it? Next is Bernadette. Please stand up. Okay. Here is your question. Can you give me some example about the situation of what we played earlier? Cite examples in real life situation.
I can relate it to myself, ma'am, as a student. Sometimes I am very confident that the time allotment given in making schoolworks is 2 to 3 days. But then I cram in the days of deadline because some of our subjects also give the requirements which has the same date of passing with the other subject. That is why I can say I may be free from burden today, but there is a tendency that I will struggle tomorrow. There, I realized that as soon as the work is given, I will do it right away to avoid suffering ahead.
Wonderful explanation, Bernadette. Great job. You may now take your seat. Let us now proceed to the next student. Let's see who is it on. Are you excited?
Nervous, ma'am.
Okay. Please stand up, Reggie. Okay. Here is your question. What are the similarities and differences of the ant and the grasshopper?
In my observation, ma'am, ants and grasshopper are both insects, but different kind of insects. And in the behavior in the story, ants is very hardworking, while grasshopper is very lazy.
Very good, Reggie. Clear elaboration. Thank you. Let us now proceed to the next one, which is... Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Georgina, please stand up. Your question is, if you are the grasshopper, what will you do if you encounter such problem?
Honestly speaking, ma'am, I also have the same behavior with the grasshopper sometimes. But then when it comes to that situation, wherein securing for life is the purpose, I will take the ant's advice, store some foods, and secure my shelter because in life, we cannot predict what is ahead of us. It doesn't mean that we are encountering abundancy, it will last till the future. We need to think critically also in order to survive. Prepare for yourself for the future.
Very well said, Georgina. Excellent. You may now take your seat. Now let's move on with Kenneth. Please stand up. Okay, here is your question. Did the ant help the grasshopper or not?
In the flow of the story, I can see that the ant always advised the grasshopper to secure food because the winter is coming. So in that case, it is considered as help. And yes, the ant helped the grasshopper.
You are good at concluding, Kenneth. Great job. You may now take your seat. Okay. Next is... Let's see. Okay, Jenny, please stand up. Here is your question. What is the essence of the story?
For me, ma'am, I will answer it shortly. The essence of the story is that we should not rely on what we have today, for it won't last till the end, and it won't prosper without action. In life, we must work hard to continually experience the abundance. Thank you.
Wow, nice comprehension, Jenny. You may now take a seat. You all did a great job. Let's give a clap for yourselves. Congratulations. Congratulations! You'll see your score after I finish recording it. This time, I will group you into two. Your group name will be the different foods of the ant and the grasshopper. The first group will be the group grains, and the second group are the leaves. Now, count 1 and 2. All number 1 will stay here in the left corner, and you are the grains group. All number 2 stay at the right corner, and you are the leaves group. All group 1, which is the grains group, will make a Venn diagram. Write the similarities and differences of the ant and the grasshopper's behavior. Select a secretary who serves as a writer in your activity. Then select a leader to manage your group. There should be a reporter in your group to explain your output in front. Everybody should cooperate to finish your assigned task smoothly. Take note, please lower your voice while making the activity to avoid noisy surroundings, and we can't disturb the other group as well. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, group 1, get your materials here, and after getting the materials, don't answer yet. Wait for my command. Next group will be the leaves group. Your task is you will going to retell the story with proper gestures and diction. All members of the group must participate. So, students, listen. Here are the rubrics for your task. Content, 30%. Collaboration, 10%. Delivery, 30%. Confident, 15%. Mastery, 25%. For the total of 100%. Every group is given 5 minutes to do the task. Any clarification about the instructions?
None, ma'am.
Okay, in that case, you may now start discussing with your groups. Okay, time is up. Are you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Since you are done, whose group will volunteer to present their output first?
We will volunteer, ma'am, since we are the group 1.
Okay, go ahead. Wow! It's a very incredible performance. You did a very great job. Thank you for that, students. Let's give a clap for yourselves. Now that you are done presenting the first task I have given, what have you feel? Yes, Rina?
At first, when we are at our chairs, I felt so nervous, thinking that, what if I failed in doing my part? But our team do a cheer and give some words of motivation for us to be determined and have courage in presenting our task. Especially the word of our leader Audrey said, I trust you, so you must trust in your abilities too. I know you can do it. It gives me confidence to do my work as with all my might. With that, we successfully present our output, and it was the best feeling ever.
Oh, that was really great, Rina, and I am very happy to hear that you in your group motivate each other to accomplish your task. Good job, good job. I can see that you happily do your task earlier. And now let us move forward for another group activity. This time, it is a form of performance. Okay, student, listen up. Before I will reveal the next activity, let me ask you, what kind of performances have you done in school? Yes, Clarence?
I've experienced performing at Tugkayaw in a buwan ng wika. It is a mix of tugtog, kanta at sayaw. That is why we came up with that name Tugkayaw.
Wow, awesome! A very unique and great performance, I may say. From your explanation itself, that was great. Okay, thank you for sharing, Clarence. What about the others? Okay, Leia.
I've experienced debate, ma'am, during also in the event of Buwan ng Wika.
Oh, that was a great experience, Leia. I did experience that also when I was at college. Thank you for sharing. You may take a seat. I can see that I have a very talented students, huh? Okay, class, you have noticed that most of the performance we've done are more on using voice, actions, mouth, gestures, and the like. Alright, I am questioning you those. It is because the activity you'll do this time is connected with it. Are you ready to know what is it?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to do a speech choir. The mechanics will be like this. You're going to perform here in front the story we've read earlier through speech choir. You will be given 10 minutes to plan and practice with your group. Do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Any clarifications about the instruction? Yes, Georgina?
Are we allowed to bring copy while performing, ma'am?
Yes, you can, as long as you perform it according to the plan of your group. And also, please see the rubrics for your guidelines in planning your performance. Here are the rubrics. Delivery, 30%. Gesture, 20%. Emotion, 30%. Mastery, 20%, for a total of 100%. Okay, you may now start preparing with your group. Ten minutes already passed. My dear students, are you now ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Great to hear that. Please pass a 1/2 sheet of paper with the name of the members of your group with it, then include there too the rubrics. Here is your paper, thank you. So who will volunteer to perform first?
We will volunteer, ma'am.
Okay, go on. Good luck, Group 1. What a wonderful performance, students! You go beyond my expectations. I know you'll do a good job. You are all excellent. Congratulations. Let's give a clap for yourselves. This time, I want to hear your thoughts, students, about our topic for today. Anyone in the class? Yes, Laika?
Regarding on our topic today, ma'am, many emotions have been opened. A lot of realizations gained, improvements, and lessons are learned. What I can say is that stories are not just made for enjoyment only. I cannot deny the fact that it is really entertaining. But on the other hand, each story teaches valuable lessons which is very useful in each individual. So I am very thankful to be taught in that way. The lesson for today is really nice. That is all, ma'am.
Brilliant! Thank you, Laika, for your very heartwarming message. I can see that you really listen in the story, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Really? Then, can someone give me a summarization regarding the story we've read? Okay, please stand up, Elizabeth.
One spring day, there were a grasshopper playing in a field full of grass. Then suddenly, he noticed the ant carrying food.
Amazing! Let us give a clap for Elizabeth. Now, class, did you have fun on the reading of our story earlier?
Yes, ma'am.
What emotions do you feel throughout the reading? Yes, Faith.
I feel angry to the grasshopper, the way he responds to the advice of the ant, because it came out that he is too boastful for what he currently has.
Oh, I may say so. I felt that too, Faith. But in the end, he got his lesson right. So that may take away the anger. By the way, what part of the story do you like best? Okay, Janzi?
I like the part when Grasshopper already got the lesson and he starts to be with the ants and gathering food.
Yes, very good. That is a great part, wherein Grasshopper learned his lesson and became the best version of himself. I see that you are already fixated with the story. Are you familiar with it already, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, for we will be having an activity entitled Locate Me. All you need to do is provide details needed in the copy. In this output, you'll do it individually. And don't worry, the copy is provided by me. I'll be giving you 7 minutes to finish it. Any questions regarding the activity? Yes, Patricia?
Should we write our answers in a separate sheet of paper as soon as we get the copy, ma'am?
No need to do it separately, Patricia. You can write your answers on the copy.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Is that all? Any questions?
None, ma'am.
If that's so, then you may now start taking the activity. Pass your output to me if you are finished. Okay, 7 minutes already passed and I can see that all your papers are here. Very good, students. I am going to wrap today's class with an assignment. Instructions. Research some fables, then explain the moral of it. Write it to your journal, then pass it to me in the next meeting. That's all for today, class. You did a very good job. Goodbye and thank you for your cooperation. See you in the next meeting.
Goodbye and thank you, Ma'am Mariel. Mag-iingat po kayo.